We are following breaking news as we come on the air this morning. A train derailment forces hundreds from their home in Ohio. This is happening in East Palestine, Ohio, which borders the Pennsylvania line into Beaver County.
Gotta go, bro. Gotta go.
This is it. This is where the story is. The story's not going to come to you. You got to go to it.
There she is.
There she is.
What's up, guys?
Oh no.
How you been? I'm good. How are you?
Hey.
Good to see you guys.
Don't you mind?
We take that couch and move it this way so we face you guys. John and I can just
The first question I asked both of you when I met you was if you could say one thing to the CEO of Norfolk Southern, what would you say? You told me you
And I
wanted him
still say, kiss my Scottish American ass.
still to this day. Your sentiment towards him hasn't changed.
Not a bit.
Is there anything new you'd add to it?
That pretty much covers it. That pretty much covers it.
Norfolk Southern has announced they're doing about $62 million in projects here. They're gonna redo your guys' park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
spending $25 million to redo the park.
What are your thoughts on that?
What the hell are they gonna do about
No.
this?
I would
Okay.
focus it all. I mean, it's nice of them to offer that, but I would focus it all on the tracks.
So you don't
know what
care
I mean?
about
getting it cleaned up properly, safely.
So you don't care about a $25 million
I'm not
amphitheater?
worried about a park. I think they should focus all the money on the cleanup and the safety of the people of the town.
I'd give it to the people
Yeah.
in the community.
Yeah, give it to the people. I agree with her.
More
Give
checks.
it to the people of the community, especially all the great people of this town that helped out, helping everybody get by in times of need.
On a grade scale rating from A to F, okay, what would you rate Norfolk Southern's community center and giving you guys money for necessities that you need? Do you think they get an A+ for it?
I
Should
would
we get an
say,
F?
yeah, we've really had no complaints about them. There are people that go down there and, you know, cusses them out and gives them trouble. You're not going to make the situation any better if you go down there and give them hell. You know what I mean? They're just going to tell you to leave, and then you won't get nothing. You know what I mean?
So yeah.
So yeah,
you give them
got to
an
be
A?
nice to people in order to receive respect back.
So you
know?
give them an A over there for that,
I
but
would say,
in regards to them handling the situation out there,
the cleanup could be better.
what would you rate that?
Definitely not an A.
They won't let us up through there to go see.
Yeah.
They'll arrest us.
Yeah. I would
They'll
say
arrest you. Is that what they said?
I said they will arrest us if we walk up there.
How do you know that?
I know they will because they got guards up there.
Do they? Oh wow.
Yeah, it says on the thing, you must show ID to get through here.
Oh wow.
You guys aren't political people, right? You're not into the whole politics thing.
No.
We talked to some guys down at the VFW yesterday, and they say they feel neglected. One of the guys cried and said
Understandably.
that he feels like the federal government's response I mean, I'm essentially
Oh, I know.
describing his sentiment. He said it was like a failure, and he feels neglected, and he feels hurt that President Biden didn't come here. My first question to you guys live very close to the derailment. This is the road.
Yeah.
Right? This is it.
Yeah.
Has anybody from the
jump.
federal government knocked on your door?
Nobody's never come to my house yet.
No.
Officials?
You and Gaben's the only one that's been here.
And then people that would come by every now and then that would drop off like water or food. There were people
Or people drop off
in
water
town that
and
would
take off.
cook up a bunch of food to help out with people, and stuff.
So, but
like
essentially, nobody has come to your door.
Nobody.
And what do you say to? I mean, they've made these claims and they've told other news outlets that we're door knocking.
Yeah.
Is that just?
They never door knocked on mine.
They never knocked on our door.
And it's not that you're not here.
No, we're here all the time. One of us is usually always here. You know,
So it's just bullshit.
Bullshit.
pretty much.
Real news. No bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I love your guys' title. As far as the federal government is like assist, like helping with the cleanup and stuff like that, they could do a lot more. I think the park itself is pretty as it is. We could use that money and give it to the good people of the town that's helped out in our time of need.
Do you feel that the majority of people that live here have the same sentiment when they hear that they're spending $25 million on the park? Like,
Some of them.
I would feel some do, but I'm willing to bet there's a good majority that don't.
another thing I noticed when
It's a mixture of everything.
would you say that since the derailment, there's less people here?
I've heard there was many people, like not long after it happened, there were many people that had just up and moved out.
Yeah, they had that up for sale.
This is our home. We
They
we
got
put everything we had
$175,000
into
on it.
this. You know what I mean? We can't
But
just.
that was
up
before
and
the train
leave,
derailment.
you know.
They're not going to get that much out of it since the
It's
train.
hard.
I don't think.
No, we're just talking trucks all day.
And
Not unless the railroad buys it off of them. That's
you-
what they're going to try to do next.
Are you concerned that Norfolk Southern's going to start pulling back things here?
Well, they said they're going to be up here for about 5 or 10 years. They told me down here
before it's all said and done,
2
it's
weeks
going to
ago
be a good while
that they're
before
done
they
with
leave.
people the end of July.
At the center that's giving people money.
Yeah,
They're gonna stop doing that in July?
that's what they told me.
And what
It's
is
another one of the many rumors.
and let me ask you, what does that mean to you guys if they stop giving people help in July?
It's gonna suck for a lot of people. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. The people that have trouble, making money and stuff, and that are hurt by this. It's the ones that are seeking assistance that really need it, truly need it. It's gonna hurt them bad. Right after, not long after the accident happened, and if this happens, people are still suffering over it, and
So you'd
if
rather
that happens, it's gonna, like I said, a domino effect. It's gonna hurt a lot of people and mess things up for many of good people, and it's sad. There's still a lot they're not telling us.
If I buy
why?
this house, I have no place to go.
Let me ask you, why do you feel like they're not telling you guys something?
I don't know.
Just
There's
corruption.
nothing.
Corrupt. They're just corrupt. The way they've been doing the cleanup, there's a lot of things they're not telling us. I think more of the truth can be put out there and said to the people of the town. I've gotten so accustomed to it, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to stay focused on staying positive, keep myself positive, doing positive things, and I hope
How's your mental health?
could be better. Could be better. I'm just, I'm surprised I haven't been drinking.
I had one
But I've stayed
really
sober.
bad anxiety attack.
Yeah.
He had to walk me to the doctors. So they give me some anxiety pills, and the doctor says,
Yep.
take these, and this is all we're going to give you.
What
What the hell am I going to do if I have another anxiety attack?
was like, in your opinion, the cause of it? What seemed to?
I don't know.
Worrying about everything.
I woke up saying, help, help, help. And he asked me if I was okay. Then my heart was like, just here. Like, what the hell's wrong with me?
If you could say one thing to the governor of Ohio, anything you'd like to say to him?
We need more help. We need more help.
Yep, we need more help.
If you could say one thing to President Biden.
No comment.
You remember that comment about the Scottish American ass part? Yeah, that still applies. Kiss my Scottish American ass still. Honest
President Biden.
Honest people.
I'd rather have Trump back.
You could say one thing to the CEO of Norfolk Southern. What would you say?
They need to clean this place up. That's what they need to do.
Would you welcome him to your front doorstep to talk about what's going on?
Who?
CEO?
He wouldn't come here.
I'd make sure of it.
Oh.
I don't think so.
I just want to, I still say to the people of the town, the good people of the town, just keep your heads up, y'all. We love you, I love you, just hopefully keep your head up and stay strong. Somehow, some way we'll get through it. I'd just say pick another town if you plan on vacationing somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
Do you think this town is going to become a ghost town because of this? You think it's getting to that?
Everybody keeps saying that.
The way they're, yeah, I would say. Yeah.
I kept calling the railroad. I'm like, I have to get my mother out of this hotel because there's 6 of us. My mom's 82 with Parkinson's. My stepdad's 89, and he's got dementia. So I would go to work every day, and at the time I worked at Circle K. I'd go to work. I'd come back. They couldn't leave the hotel room. She was walking 5 feet a day. With Parkinson's, you got to move those muscles or you lose. So she was starting, her neck was leaning more each day. She wasn't moving around. I would call the caseworker for the railroad crying. I got to get out of this hotel. So they said, look for a place and we'll rent you a place. The original ones moved out.
Okay.
Their house, they were having severe smells like mine and more. I think they did get water in their basement. Mine is after this creek floods, and this creek has come up over the road after heavy rains. So there's a health hazard for all that. My home's pipes go into this creek. So when the creek gets high enough, and it has, I remember at least 4 times of it flowing down the street like a river, being up that high, that it came up over all of this. Well, when it gets that high in the tunnel, if there is a pipe where something could leave my house,
It pushes.
and go into the creek, of course the creek's going to come in to the house. There was a pocket of vinyl chloride in that tunnel right where my pipes were.
In Norfolk
They
Southern
did-
said that? Have they admitted to that?
I have the proof of that. I would go when we were still not back at the house, but I had to come back to work. I would go up to the command center in the mornings, and I would stand and listen during the reports, the shift changing from the midnight to the morning for the EPA and CTEH and NS. And they would talk about everything that they found the night before. They would brief each other. And I recorded some of that, and there was a pocket. Sat there over a month and a half, and that's why my home reeked. I had Michael Regan, the head of the EPA, in my home, and he did acknowledge the chemical gas smell. I know that we all wish that we could go back in time and stop this from happening, but we can't. So now, trying to move forward, I appreciate, and I know the town deserves the park. That's what they chose, that they wanted. If they would kind of acknowledge us and reach out to the heads that claim they're making it right, make it right for all of East Palestine, just not the ones not having problems. I'm thankful that they're getting help, but there's some of us that need help too. I had a job 15 years. I knew I loved it. It was a convenience store job, but I loved my regulars. I had to give up that job. I didn't get to tell anyone goodbye. When I tested positive for the vinyl chloride in my urine, I went to Cleveland Clinic. I wanted to go farther away because we had issues with Mercy Health not testing, or they said they were advised to follow the CDC guidelines, and the CDC guidelines was not to test for vinyl chloride. And I said, yes, that's NS Security. They'll probably stop us.
Who is it?
NS Security,
What is that?
the railroad security.
Norfolk Southern. Why would they take a picture of us?
Well, they had stopped Dr. Welton and myself with an EPA, the head of health and safety, and it told the doctor and the reporter that they had to register at the command center before they came to talk to residents or do any type of testing. They wanted to know what they were testing for. So they told them to stop
You told me
by.
Norfolk Southern has like undercover security guards rolling through the city that are documenting who's here.
And
Yeah.
who's filming what or asking what questions?
Yeah, they've been.
That's not like
There's
a
been-
conspiracy theory. That's what that was.
There's actual video of some reporters being followed. I had asked NS Security when they had stopped us, because it was the day President Trump had came to town, that I found a tongue on my porch swing.
A tongue?
A tongue.
Like a human tongue?
It looked like a human tongue. It very much did. I'll show you a picture when we get around the corner. It was left on my porch. I guess somebody didn't want me speaking, so I asked them if they happened to know who left the tongue, but they didn't know. It's my home.
Hey, you guys haven't been here since March 4th.
It was February 4th. We have not been here.
Has Norfolk Southern offered to buy your home from you?
No, they said that they would be contacting me after the final findings come back. But like they're not telling me how long they leased the home for. I would just, I can't, unless they would totally tear down this house, remove the soil because it tested high for benzene.
You have all those tests?
Yeah.
Can you share them with us?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. The EPA had explained to me it was higher than what they wanted to see, but it wasn't higher for OSHA guidelines.
Okay.
But what I had said is OSHA's an 8-hour workday. My mom and stepdad are shut-ins. They're here 24/7. Happens all the time. They know.
I swear.
That was another Jeep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just took a picture of us. It
Yeah.
was a girl.
Yeah, they do. They're putting it in my file, I'm sure.
That's kind of insane.
That's
No?
They have files.
and this. You're saying this goes on regularly over here.
I'll give you a name and phone number. You can call her. She has video of being followed with a report. I mean,
That's the second person to take a picture of us here.
If we were,
they'll run your plate numbers. They'll try to find out who you are.
that's why I
After my
wanted to
air
set up.
testing, they had said that my readings.
Ooh, it does smell.
Yeah.
It's like a.
This is what most of your
You're,
home.
it is, but you will get the burning of the eyes. about 10 minutes in here. It's the only home that it's home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to leave it, but I don't feel safe in it. And I don't think it's ever going to be safe again. When the toxicologist came, she had explained to me that it was like peeling an onion. It may burn your eyes, make your eyes water, but you would have to eat a truckload of onions in one day to get sick from it. And the human stomach could not hold that much. And that's what she said to me about the smell of those chemicals. So I told her, she said I would have my mother here. I said, well, call her, invite her, because I'm not bringing my mom back. My home never smelled like that before that derailment. I am not bringing her back. I really honestly believe there is so much greed.
From Norfolk Southern?
Yes, and I believe that the railroads and the government are kind of all in one.
Intertwined. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just think it's like a bigger...
I do. I think
think they're the
that
same
they
team?
just sure feels, I feel like the railroad has been more honest to me about things than the EPA, and that breaks my heart because I was told to throw out any of my furniture that had fabric by the railroad, that they would give me a furniture allowance to help me buy more furniture, just throw it away. I'm gonna clear your landing right there. You're a little bit better. So sorry. Watch your head.
Oh, man.
Got it?
Yeah, we're good.
I know it's scary. I asked them to do a soil sample. And
Wow, it smells.
Smells
Yeah.
horrible down here.
it is.
It's not like a normal place.
No, it isn't.
Oh, and it smells wet.
Yeah.
Dude, down.
It's bad. And they say this is okay to bring my elderly mother home to.
It's bad down here.
I'm so sorry.
Dude, I can't. Oh, my God.
Here is where these pipes, there's no trap in that. I had him tell me, he's since said that he didn't word it like that. He didn't say it like that, but he did. And if I have to get that video, I will. But Mark Durno was here and he had said to me, I see that there's no trap there. I now know what you mean about, because he'd watched the video of the pipes coming through. Over here's soil. That's a dirt floor. That's a crawl space. I asked him to go in there. I was going to go in for him. I insulated that. I've been in it. When you get into the second room, you have to crawl on your stomach. But I did that. When my dad passed away, I helped my brother put insulation because the pipes would freeze. That is a dirt floor. Test my soil there because all of that is right at my house. But the soil sample they did get was not good.
It is a pretty remarkable difference in air quality down here. You really, and it is chemical.
People that got the air filters or the air cleaners in town, there's quite a few of them that the filters are all bad already. And when they replace it, that was when they were doing the tracks.
That was unbelievable.
It is.
Is your throat burning?
It was bad down there.
Yeah.
I couldn't do
Your throat,
it.
your
My
nose,
throat is
your
burning. My
eyes.
eyes are
No,
watering.
that was bad.
I don't show myself on camera. My eyes are watering.
Yeah. They say that it's okay to bring my elderly mother back
Nah,
here.
nobody should go down in that basement.
No.
That's for sure.
They're saying they
I'm
thought
getting
it
the
was a
same
pathway to the chemical is through the basement, but then yet they're telling me, well, you sign up for the EPA list to clean your home. It's soaked now. This has been almost 6 months. It is soaked into that sandstone foundation. It is soaked into the cedar lap siding. my insulation, my attic, all of it. How are you ever going to clean that? How? This home is valued at $89,000. To find a home now with the real estate market, everything's so expensive. To find a home for that price for 6 people, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen unless it's in a very bad part of a very bigger city. No money in the world's gonna make this right. But I need a home for my family. So having a place to call ours again, that we know the deed is in my mom's name, that she has that forever home for the rest of her days. Every day's a gift. And when you're 82, when you're 89, we don't know. I mean, I don't even know now after my results. So I was hoping what would make it right is if they provided us a forever home that was safe. Ours has just been damaged for so long now, for so bad. I think if they would have caught the contamination in the tunnels, cleaned the creek beds, the things, if they would have did things the right way the first time, not lay the tracks down and open them up until you dealt with all that, I think a lot more people would be in a lot better shape. But it wasn't done right the first time. So there is a thing of, I'm never, ever gonna feel safe in there again. And if I have to bring my family back to that because we have nowhere else to go, I'm never gonna be able to sleep because I'm gonna lay there. I think I'm killing my family, like bringing them back. And I have begged and pleaded and explained this to all of them.
Is it tiring, exhausting? It's just mentally draining. How are you doing mentally? I'm sure nobody's asked you, but honestly, how are you mentally?
If faith helps me a lot, but you have days. You have days where you just, there was a couple weeks ago, I just laid in bed and cried. It was my day off, and I just cried for hours. I gotta be strong. I have too many people relying on me that I take care of. I have to be their voice. So you have to push on and pray for my town. Like I said, there's some that are really blessed and not having any trouble. Those of us who are, we need help. We need help, and please, a lot of people live close to railroad tracks. Be ready. Be ready to have to walk out of your home, possibly never return to it, because Superman's not coming. There's no way to reverse this. There was no reason to ignite those 5 cars. It's just a nightmare that you can't wake up from. I never thought in America that this would happen. Nobody should have had to have ever went through this. And we can't look at somebody as liberal, conservative. You're a human being. Everybody deserves help. Everybody that lives in America has our government's protection, we would think. That just is what I always believed.